online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host for the day, Alex Lima with BlackBelt Fitness and Martial Arts, filling in for my man Brandon Rhymes, the Consumer Quarterback. Per the usual, we have some amazing guests in studio. We're about to have Sean Febre of Febre Frameworks stepping up to the mic, and we also have some beautiful properties that we would like to feature from the Platinum MVP team. The properties that we have currently, we got this nice little commercial property right here. It is 2702 West Tampa Bay Boulevard here in Tampa in Hillsborough County. We're looking at over 3,000 square feet, 3,126 square feet. It is a prime location on a huge corner lot. It's a nice little building right there. It's currently zoned for medical office use. I believe there are 2 tenants in it already, so this is an investment. Someone goes and buys that property, you already have 2 people paying already in the building. Lots of parking there. It's recently updated interior, and it's with the 2 medical offices already in there. I can imagine it's a great return of investment. So then we also have, let's see what other properties we have. Oh, this is a nice one. 907 Crenshaw Lake Road in Lutz, Hillsborough County. Let's see, we have 2,425 square feet. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home, ranch-style farmhouse on 3.16 acres. That's really nice. Open floor plan and natural lighting, large, newly remodeled kitchen with stainless steel appliances and a huge backyard. I've always envisioned having like a big property like that I can ride 4-wheelers and shoot my guns off in the backyard. Sounds like fun, right, Sean?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, man. Let's see. We'll go half seats. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All of our properties you can see at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, and in studio we have Sean Febre Frameworks. How's it going, Sean?
It's going good. How about yourself, Alex?
Not too bad, my man. So I must say I'm always impressed when I look at the shots you guys do. Man, you really do have an eye for when you guys go out and take the pictures and stuff. Because I've seen the comps. I've seen what other people look like when they're taking pictures, and there's a significant difference when it's you guys doing it.
Yeah, man, it blows me away also because some realtors don't use real estate photography. They kind of just go to the house themselves. They pull out their iPhone and start taking photos, upload it. I mean, that kind of just goes to show what some realtors think about their listings and how they show a lack of professionalism to their clients. I mean, are they going to get more clients because they're not using professional real estate photography? Of course not. So I think that's a key when it comes to presenting our clients with the best product we can provide so they look good to the sellers of the home.
I agree. I've seen some of those pictures myself because I do some of the edits for some of the real estate properties, and I can just automatically tell. I'm like, oh, this is a Febre Frameworks one for sure. Yeah. And then I'll see somebody else's, and I'll be like, yeah, they did this with a camera phone, or, or they didn't take the time. They didn't even bother to make sure the cat wasn't in the picture, running across the room, a blurred photo or something like that, like
toilet bowls that are open and.
Exactly,
trash all over the place.
Yeah, it's wild. So how did you? I don't think I know what you do, and I know you guys been doing it for a while. How did you initially get into doing like the real estate photography?
So I was a civil engineer, and that's what I was going to school for. I was like 6 credits away from getting my bachelor's, and I was working for a civil engineering company. I was there for 11 years. So from when I was 16 all the way up until I was like 26, so like 10 years. And it just got to the point where I don't want to sit behind a computer all day and look at blue light. It's just horrible for your eyes. I wear contacts, so my vision's destroyed. So I started making motivational videos, and I paid my friend to make a video for me, and he charged me like $300. I was like, I could do this myself. So then I bought a camera, bought a lens, and I started making motivational videos myself. They weren't that good. The message was good, but the video itself, the quality of the video was not good. So then I started researching things on YouTube to see how to edit better and how to, form pictures in a certain way to make it look the best for the video. And then I got tired of doing that in like a month. And then after that, I started going to downtown Tampa and taking photos just for fun. And a photographer that was here in Tampa, his name's John Weatherby, I saw his photos and I wanted my photos to be like that. So I just kept shooting. One day I run into a homeless man and he starts talking to me about photography. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know he was homeless at the time.
Sure.
But you could kind of tell.
Right.
And he started, showing me how to use the camera, and he was used to like flash bulbs and long exposures without the automatic settings. And he taught me everything in like literally 1 hour. So from there, it was just off to the races. So then I started taking good photos. I started editing well. And my brother-in-law, who's a broker, looks at the photos. He's selling my parents' house, and he was like, bro, come over, take photos of the house. I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to be a famous photographer, blah, blah. Yeah. And I take the photos, I edit them, and he posts them online. He's like, dude, you should be doing this all day.
Yeah.
So his brother saw the photos, hires me to photograph a duplex. Took me 30 minutes, and I made $200. I was like, that's it. I'm quitting real estate, or I'm sorry, I'm quitting civil engineering, because if I can make $200 in 30 minutes, I should be doing as many houses as I can per day. So then about 3 months go by, I quit my job, I get too busy, I call my brother, who was also in civil engineering. I was like, bro, move back to Tampa, because he was living in Orlando, and let's start knocking these homes out together. So then, from there, we co-own the business. Yeah. And we read a ton of books, started hiring employees, and now we're where we're at right now.
What's the time span on that? So from when you went to take in, like, you started doing the videos,
it was like 5 months.
Yeah.
It was 5 months. It was crazy how quickly it happened. Yeah. And like, I remember the day I walk into my boss's office, and I say, hey, man, because I've done this to him before. I'd go get job offers and say, hey, pay me or I leave.
Right.
He always paid.
Sure.
So this time I was like, I'm not coming over here, with any kind of contract for any other civil engineering company. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving in 2 weeks to pursue this. And he was like, are you sure you want to do that? How about if you work, 3 days a week here, and then, you do that on the other days? And I was like, looking at my bills, I was like, okay, well, 3 days a week, that's enough to support just my main bills, and everything I make in real estate photography I could keep. And that lasted about a week, and then I was like, no, there's too much money to be made here. I can't do it anymore. He was like, man, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it was going to happen that soon. But yeah, from when I bought a camera to when Febre Frameworks happened, it was just like 5 months. And that's when me and my brother were doing it full time. And then after, say, about 6 more months go by, then that's, the time frame in which we were reading all the books and everything.
Yeah.
That's when we just hired an editing team, hired more photographers, and started to work on the business instead of in the business.
There you go. So with drive, hustle, and the ability to self-educate, and you have a vision, you can make things happen. I love that, man. I love stories like that.
It takes a lot of work, though, man. I'm saying, like, what we were doing, we were waking up 6 a.m. One of us would have to drive to Orlando, come back, and then edit the photos up until like 2 a.m. and deliver them that same day.
Nothing comes to those that sleep but dreams. So you got to wake up and hustle, man. I'm telling you.
True.
Sean, always a pleasure, man. How can people reach you, buddy?
813-906-8300 or FebreFrameworks.com. And we just came out with an app, so you can download our app from the App Store.
It's nice. We're gonna hear more about that next time you're on the show. Absolutely. My man, always a pleasure. Blessed to know you and meet you once again. Coming up next, we got a mortgage lender coming on the show. He's gonna drop some knowledge on the Bay Area and how to get finance. Coming up next on ConsumerQB.com.
Hey everybody, it's the Captain, Matt Bruce, and you're listening to my buddy Brandon Rhymes, a consumer quarterback. Sell, Brandon, sell.